Hello, my friend. This is Deepak Kandpal from University Canada West, presenting information and communication technology in businesses. So, before moving to the next slide and talking about the ICT used in the businesses, let's talk about what exactly ICT is. Basically, is known as information and communication technology, which which have the uses of wide uses of tools for managing and transforming data like computers, the internet, telephone networks, and the multimedia devices are just a new of the many technologies that falls under the umbrella of information technology. With the help of these technologies, information may be gathered, stored, processed, disseminated at a quicker rate with the greater ease and accessibility. In the simple language, if we talk about, see, we have information and we have to transfer it from one place to another, so we use communication devices. So it's so easy nowadays if we compare it to the decade, like calling your friend who is sitting in other country. Like I'm in Canada, my friend in US, so calling him, giving him a video call is now so convenient, free of cost. Sometimes having a FaceTime, you just call it, live videos, virtual reality, metaverse. These are the new ICT trends, 3D printing, artificial intelligence. So these all are the new trends in ICTs, and businesses are using them. Some are using already and some are adopting them. So if any business want to grow, they have to adopt ICT because this world is very fast and very growing rapidly. So moving to the next slide, there is a small introduction about ICT in the businesses. So I like to explain it like business effectiveness, output, and viability are the boosted by use of ICTs. If facilities automation of tasks, the storage and the analysis of data, the communication and the collaboration of workers, customers, and partners, as well as the expansion of the company market via e-commerce and online marketing. It also helped the elimination of the requirement of fixed location, reduction of overhead expense, and encouragement of remote labors. Lastly, in addition, the use of ITC aids firm in the effort to innovate and stay updated. So that we have already covered it. If we short it, like if you, I can short it in the simple words, like while using ICT in businesses, businesses can do multiple tasks. Okay, they can analyze the data, they have a good communication with the customers, with their partners, and they can grow their market while doing e-commerces and online marketing. And they do not, some businesses do not require fixed location also. If we talk about Uber is a best example for that. Like they do not having any location, they only have their headquarter. There is no physical presence, like they do not have any warehouse, or like they do not even though they do not have a taxis, but they are the leading service provider right now in all over the world just because of ICT. Reduction of the expenses, like you can reduce your expenses while using robotics, using artificial intelligence, and many more. So be updated. The company need to be updated if they want to grow. So in the coming slide, I'm talking about the latest trends of ICTs. There are many, but I have picked only six. So we will talk about 3D printing, robotic process automation, artificial intelligence and machine learning, quantum computing, Internet of Things, 5G. I know everybody is very excited for 5G. So first we talk about the 3D printing. 3D printing is basically a technology where we are building images, 3D images. Like if I want to make an shoes, okay, So first I will make this prototype, like I will design in laptop, like first I will design it, then I will move to the second part. I take out the layouts. My R&D team will work on it. Then they will make a prototype for that with the hands and all this, and it will take a very long, like completely, for making one shoe design can take 1 month's time. But with the use of 3D printing, I just need to design the shoes in my laptop. I just design the laptop, then I connect my laptop with the 3D printers, and I just click off it. It will print the prototype of the shoes. So it will reduce the time. So there are other benefits that I need to explain here. Like prototype creation is a reasonable amount of time. Superior is good. Less complex machinery helps to cut down the expenses, reduce workforce, increase productivity, reduce the number of tasks that need to be outsourced. So this is a use of 3D printing, and nowadays it's widely using. Most companies are using it, and they will definitely be a game changer in future. In this slide we will talk about robotic process automation. It is an process, we can say, that a business can use to reduce the workforce. Okay, like using iBot in banking industry is the best example for robot process automations. Like when we go to the website of any bank, there is a small pop-up at the side, chat with me. So when we click on it, there is an iBot comes, and we just write our query regarding what we want to ask. Any further ask, like do I solve your query or not? So this is the best way or easy way to use RPA in your businesses. So there are the other benefits of RPA we can talk about, like reduce cost and maximize return on investment, remove the possibility of mistake caused by the humans, protective measure must be step ups, large say automation of business procedure, promote conformity, improving the quality of customer service. In next slide, we are talking about artificial intelligence and machine learning. Nowadays, we know that everybody is talking about artificial intelligence like AI, AI, AI. You have seen that we have AI in our cell phones, where when we take the selfies, they click, they predict our faces, whether it's a smiling, sad, or these are due to artificial intelligence. Even when we go to shop online and we search for some product, okay, and when next day you just open the same website, it will show you the same, like some products related to that. It means company already knows that you always buys these things. This is only due to the artificial intelligence. So by this way, companies are growing their businesses. They know their target audience, whom to what product need to be sold or marketed. So this is the way how artificial intelligence are used in businesses. There are some other benefits like improve the effectiveness of current procedure, taking up difficult challenges, smart decision making, client satisfaction has been raised, analytic predictions, and data analysis in real time. So in this slide we will talk about the quantum computing. I can give you a small description about quantum computing, what exactly it is. So quantum computing is an area of computer science focused on the development of technology based on the principle of quantum theory, or in a simple way we can say that quantum computing use the unique behavior of quantum physics to solve that are too complex for classical computing. Those problems are not solved by the classical computers, are solved by the quantum computing. So this is why quantum computing is a future of technology, because we have like we if we talk about like we have to store some data in remote areas, so normal computers cannot do that, so we can use quantum computing for that. Okay, so there are some other benefits in the businesses, like in cybersecurity, data analysis, like it will do your data analysis in a flash way, uh, improve production methods, optimize of traffic flow using quantum computing, iterative quantum optimization, quantum artificial intelligence. In next slide, so in this slide we will talking about Internet of Things. Internet of the Thing is that is very popular nowadays in our offices and as well as in our homes. We have many devices which are interconnected to each other through one internet. Like we have Alexa in our home, we have lights, we have televisions, we have security cameras. They all are connected to our mobile data. So if I want to see what my pet is doing at home, I will just click on my phone, open the application, click on camera. I can see that what exactly happening at my home. And like I'm coming from a very hot day, from like it's very hot outside. So before coming to my home, I can switch on my AC. I can switch on my lights. So these are the features of IoTs in nowadays. They are like basically these all devices in this IoT, like all devices are connected to each other. We have other devices like we have sensors, smoking detectors, fire alarms. So these all have make a unique features, and sometimes they help to save the life of a human being also. But what are the benefits for the businesses? They are highly flexibility and quickness, increased commercial potential, greater effectiveness and output, cost savings, customer feel, and enhanced customer service. So in next slide, I'm talking about 5G, the fifth generation. So we all have seen that how technology has been changes from first generation to second generation to third, fourth, and now it's a fifth generation. It will be 100x faster than 4G. So you just imagine now how easy to transfer your data from one place to another. Doing the virtual calls. Right now we are doing the video calls. In future we will do the virtual calls. Like sitting at home and going to some another place. This is 5G. There are other benefits of the 5G, that's improved transmission rate and bandwidth that I've already discussed, faster and more reliable WAN connectivity, like they are very fast, longer runtime for wireless Internet of the Thing devices. See, if we have a good connectivity, then the devices that are connected to IoTs and their batteries will be live longer, because because of wireless, because the connectivity time is very less, so they will consume less electricity, and less battery will be used, and they will save it for future. Improve safety from endpoint notifications, improvement in wireless fixed access. So this is what 5G can do in future. So if we have benefits to the businesses, then there are some risk of ICT. So there are some risks that I have pointed out in all the six that I'm sharing right now. Talking about robotic process automations, the risks are of job loss, problem with quality control, and resistance to change. Coming towards the 3D printing, the risks are quality control risk, environmental risk, health and safety risk. If we talk about artificial intelligence and ML, so the main risk is of security and secrecy. And third, it cannot be risk, but yeah, it is very costly that I have found. Coming to the quantum computing, competitive risk, like this market is so competitive because of big giants like IBM, Dell, Lenovo, HP, they all working on quantum computing, and they are very startups also, those who are working towards the quantum computing, because everybody knows that when we have more data in future, we require quantum computers. Okay, so these will help to in future. It can be a risk because when we have a competitive market, there can be many flaws also. Second, threat to the intellectual property. Third, competency and knowledge gap. In 5G, potential harm to health, threat to cybersecurity, interference with existing technology. Coming to Internet of Things, hacking into the networks, unprotected gadgets, immense liable on electronic devices. So if you take, see this all, I have segregated this risk in different trends, but if you see, some risks are very common in all, that can be like immense reliable on electronic devices. Second, security. Third, competency and sorry, what do we call it, adaptation of the same things. Okay, so these can be the common risk in all. Now I will talk about the companies, like the large companies, medium companies, small and the startups that are using ICTs in their businesses, and how they are successfully using it in their businesses. First, we talk about the large company that I have choose is DHL. Its business type is courier services, established in San Francisco, headquartered in Bonn, Germany, areas of worldwide. They're using IoT in their warehouses for safety and life care. Second, so for medium company, I have chosen Skip the Dishes, business type online food delivery, established in 2012, Saskatoon, headquartered in Winnipeg, Canada, areas of all over the Canada. So if you talk about robotic process automation for role-based access to application, sometimes what happen, like we have a manager want to give a particular role to an uh, to uh, uh, to a team member. So manual process can take a long time to process it, but if you use RPA in the same process, it can reduce the time. Like what will happen, a manager will just request for a role based application access for a team member, and same will goes to bot, like app environment virtual manager, what we'll call the robotic process automation. Then after that, bot logins into application with admin credentials. Okay, so once it's login, it will verify that if the user is already present as per the role or the part of the role. If it's find that if it say yes, then he already sent a message to the uh, boss, sent updated message to the manager who have requested for the same. But if it says no, that user is not present, then it will add the user for the role. Once he's added, a message will send to with the updated message to the manager, and this process will be very streamlined. Like it will be a very streamlined process and reduce the time for the manager as well as the company, which is very cost effective. So so for the small company, I have taken Drone Delivery Canada, which is one of the leading drone company in Canada in transportation and logistics. So their business type is also transport and logistics. They are established in January 1st, 2014, headquarter in Vaughan areas of worldwide. They are using their drones for transportation and logistics in all departments, whether it's airports, healthcare, mining, industry, courier. Like they are helping every industry with the help of the artificial intelligence. So this is the power of artificial intelligence. So in the next slide, we will talk about quantum computing. So for this, I have taken a startup company known as Multiverse Computing. Business type quantum computers, established in 2019, headquartered in Toronto, Canada, areas of Canada and France. We have already discussed about how quantum computing is changing the world. So they they are the leader software developer for the financial services. You know that the financial has so much of data, so only a quantum computer can solve that issue. So this company is helping to make a new financial world. So at the last, it's come the conclusion. So in conclusion, it's simply I like to say that ITC has become an initial aspect of the corporate world, greatly influencing such factors as productivity, communication, and competition. The introduction of ICT has revolutionized corporate process everywhere, from the automation of routine operation to the facilitation of the global communication, cloud computing, artificial intelligence, new mobile technology, and internet. Broad use have given business new ways to interact with their target audiences and coordinate with the complementary businesses. As the world becomes moving interconnected and competitive, companies that make use of ICT will get a distinct edge. So, in simple word, those companies who are using ICTs are leading the world. If we talk about the major giants, Amazon, okay, Google, Apple, Tesla, Toyota, Dell, IBM, Infosys, TCS, Alibaba. These are the major giants companies, and they already using ICTs in their businesses and they're successful. So every company, like if you want to boom your business, then you have to first thing that you have to go with the current trends. Then only you will get a distinct edge from this competitive world. So next slide is all about the references. Thank you and have a good day.